Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about the latest news and deals on cryptocurrency, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. And today, I want to talk about a conspiracy theory. So this might not be true, probably not true, but it was kind of just fun to think about it. Not really fun, but if this does happen, there's going to be serious consequences that follow. But this is the conspiracy theory that's been going around recently, and I've been seeing some people talk about it. So basically, this video was made on November 12th, around a month and little days ago, between these couple of guys here, Joshua, Rob, Christopher, and some other guy here. And they're from, one of them's from BTC, Chat Slack, CTO, Rocketeer, Tulip Mania. It's a bunch of people. And apparently, behind this guy's whiteboard, it kind of says a bunch of, like a schedule type. I don't know why he wrote these things. Maybe that he wanted to organize what could happen in the future. But basically, people took notice of what he wrote in the whiteboard back there. And so there was a Reddit thread on it. And yeah. And this is something that people kind of rewrote what's in the whiteboard. It says on November 8th, canceled Segwit 2x. 13th, the Bcash difficulty adjustment, hard fork. On 16th, fake Segwit 2x. November 24th, which was supposed to be yesterday. Slush joins Bitcoin Cash, Bcash. And on today, 25th, it says Operation Dragon Slayer. On December 1st, Segwit compatible ASIC boost. January 1st, Coinbase is supposed to release Bitcoin or Bcash to the people. And it says BTC equals BCH. So this is the conspiracy theory. Basically, what happened a couple weeks ago when Bcash started getting so much pump up and people were like, oh, the flipping is going to happen. BCH is going to be the new BTC, and then BTC is going to go really low, and it didn't happen. Now Bitcoin is at 8,000 whatever, 8,700, and Bcash is at around 5,500. And basically, the conspiracy theory is that that's going to happen one more time, except this time they're going to complete the flippening. So there is a thread about this. TLDR is that apparently today, BCH is gonna try to usurp BTC as a true Bitcoin, and this will cause BTC prices to tank to unrecoverable levels, and will have side effects on the alts as well, because BTC is the main pair. And this is mainly gonna happen, well, this is the theory, conspiracy plan, is that when Bitcoin locks their difficulty algorithm, group of miners will switch to BCH in mass and pump BCH to a huge level. This will cause panic solve BTC, and then blah 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 blah. The network will be clogged, slow, and expensive for the next 2 weeks, and that's supposed to spell the end of Bitcoin. Man, this is pretty funny. But I mean, this did kind of happen to a certain level a couple weeks ago, because once BCH was pumping up and the miners from Bitcoin switched over to BCH for the profitability, there was a lot of unconfirmed transactions on the Bitcoin chain. Now, this can happen again. This can happen again, definitely. But I don't know if this does happen. I don't know if the Bitcoin will go to unrecoverable levels of low. But this is the conspiracy theory. It is based off this one video of this one guy. I don't even know who he is. He just names Rob, and what he wrote on the whiteboard. And Yeah, this is pretty crazy. So the Operation Dragon Slayer. So the dragon being slain is, some think it's Bitcoin, or yeah. And the FAQ says, isn't this just some stupid 4chan meme? Most people would agree, and the chances it really is. And yeah, but 4 billion billion of volume on BCH is undeniable, something that a bunch of trolls can just conjure up. So this has to do with, if this does happen, it has to do with Jihan Wu for sure, and Roger Ver probably, and the fake Satoshi Cray Wright. If this does happen again, it's probably related to them, because it's gonna have to do with the miners that Jihan Wu has in China. If they decide to switch over to Bcash again and clog up the BTC side, the price might drop and people might go to that, what is it? People are gonna sell their Bitcoin for Bcash, and then once that happens, probably the miners will come back to Bitcoin, and then people are gonna lose money on Bcash because they bought so high and now it's tanking. That'll probably happen, most likely. But in case if this happens again, if what happened a couple of weeks ago happens again, I'm just trying to see what the consequences or the result might be. Now, let's say the miners, like half of the miners transfer over to Bcash. They start mining Bcash, and then the Bitcoin transactions are really slow and the fees are really high. Then people might sell their Bitcoin for Bcash, and then the price would kind of be similar one more time. But once the difficulty adjusts, because the adjustment of difficulty is around 2 weeks. Now, if that does happen, the prices will probably go back to where it was. But another thing is that the last video that I released, I was talking about Dragon Mint, the new ASIC machine that could kind of decentralize mining to globally again. Now, I don't know how that is related to this conspiracy theory, because it says on December 1st, the SegWit compatible ASIC boost. I think this might be talking about the Dragon Mint miner because it's more efficient than Bitmain's Antminer S9. It's probably better compatible with SegWit. But this is coming from a Bitcoin Core developer, so why would he? How does this thing have to do with Bcash? Like, so if I'm understanding this, if BCT Drac, the guy behind the Dragon Mint ASIC, if he releases the ASIC machine and mines Bitcoin, that's gonna help make the transactions go faster and the fees lower. So I don't really get how the SegWit compatible ASIC boost fits in part of the schedule here. Like I kind of understand how like the slush pool and the Coinbase can affect this thing, because slush pool is probably one of the biggest pool in Bitcoin mining. But last time I checked, like 5 minutes ago, they're still mining Bitcoin, and they haven't joined Bcash, although that was supposed to happen yesterday. And then this is supposed to happen today, and the market seems like it's growing pretty fast, unlike what's happening. And even if the SegWit compatible ASIC boost comes out, they're gonna start mining Bitcoin, not Bcash. So I don't know how this would make the flipping happen or whatever. Now, Coinbase can have a huge impact in this if they decide to not exchange Bitcoin and change it to Bcash. But if they did that, they're going to get billions of dollars sued. So I don't think they're gonna do much. I mean, the most likely case is that they're gonna either create another exchange for, I mean, not another exchange, but put Bcash as part of the exchange and allow people to trade it, or they'll just release Bcash to everyone and they could go trade it on other platforms, or they could Those two are probably the most likely results. Now, in case that this does happen, let's say Bcash or the Operation Dragon Slayer goes through, and then Bcash becomes, I don't know, $5,000, and then Bitcoin becomes like $2,000. What am I going to do? Well, I'm gonna keep all my portfolio the same. I'm not gonna sell anything. Actually, now that I think about it, the thing is that if Bitcoin goes down to $2,000 from like, it's almost 9,000 right now, but let's say it goes down to $2,000, I actually might sell maybe like half of my portfolio for Bcash. Cross that out, for Bitcoin. Why did I say Bcash? So if Bitcoin goes down to $2,000, I might sell half my portfolio for Bitcoin. Now, why is that? Because if Bitcoin value goes down, I believe the Bitcoin ratio for the altcoins will go up. So what I mean by that is that although the US dollars might not change, for the altcoins, their BTC ratio is going to go way up because the value of the altcoins is dependent on Bitcoin. So if the Bitcoin value goes down, the Bitcoin ratio between altcoin and Bitcoin will go up. So even if I am selling at a loss for US dollars, the Bitcoin ratio, since it's up, I will own more Bitcoin than I had before. And because Bitcoin is at a lower value, I'll be holding on to, like, technically I'll be holding on to a loss, but I believe Bitcoin will go back up, and then that's when I make the gains. So if Bitcoin drops like crazy to 2,000, Bcash becomes 5,000, I'll probably sell half my altcoin portfolio to get more Bitcoin, and also I'll probably put in more money towards Bitcoin because I know that Bitcoin's going to go back up. Because even if all of Bitmain's ASIC machines went out of Bitcoin and they start mining Bcash, we have the new ASIC machines coming up from the Dragon Mint, from BTC Drag. So those things are more efficient. Therefore, if they're distributed, it will be able to circulate the Bitcoin transaction more and have lower fees again. And also, with the SegWit is still being adopted by the exchanges, although it's not going at a fast pace. Once that one catches up and once Lightning Network comes in again, Bitcoin's going to have one of the most scalable solutions for transactions and fees. So that said, this was a bunch of just conspiracy theories, bunch of what if this happens, then I will do this. But if BTC value goes down, I'll probably buy in more and maybe think about selling some of my altcoin portfolios for Bitcoin. And then once Bitcoin goes back up again, I might put more into altcoins, whatever. But I'm probably, it's probably not going to happen, but not this kind of similar situation might happen one more time, because we already saw it happen 2 weeks ago. But I think it will have the same effect in that Bcash will be pumped and then Bitcoin will drop a bit, but then after the mining comes back to Bitcoin, then the same thing will happen in that Bcash is dumped again and then Bitcoin goes even higher. Because before the Bcash fiasco happened a couple weeks ago, we're at a higher point for Bitcoin. So even though the Bcash thing, the quote-unquote flippening was about to happen, Bitcoin's at a higher price now. So it really shows the power of Bitcoin and that it can't be stopped. So that is my stance on it. Yeah, so just, yeah. Man, these conspiracy theories, I don't know, it's kind of fun to just think about it. see like what I would do if this happens. But anyways, if you guys like this kind of content, like this video, comment below what you think, and smash that subscribe button. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, check out my links below, and I really appreciate that. As always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.